That was pretty catchy. Toss a coin to your witcher. Toss a coin to your witcher. Toss a coin to your witcher. At some point, a few weeks into having this song stuck in my head, I had the image in my mind of a carnival game where you were tossing coins into Geralt's mouth. And so I thought maybe if I made it, it would finally get the song out of my head. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so before getting started, I know that I want this to be fairly simple. No Arduinos, no servos, basically nothing that I would need Jensen's help with.
Fine, I didn't want to help anyway.
Sorry. So what that leaves me with is I'm going to try to use a couple of DC motors, and then I've got to figure out a way to turn that rotary motion into linear motion for both the back and forth and the up and down of the mouth. I'm going to start with the back and forth because I have a plan for that one. So this is when I realized that even with all this planning, I made it off balance. So I'm just gonna make a little foot that'll sit under here and keep this edge up. What I should have done is, instead of just one rail, I should have made 2 rails, and then it just wouldn't have been an issue. But oh well. Okay, so the way this works is the motor spins this disc with a peg on it, and as the peg goes around and around, it pushes this piece back and forth along the rails. So for that first part with the back and forth, I actually planned it out and it worked great. But for the up and down, I haven't planned anything, so I'm gonna wing it and see how it goes. down. I was originally going to use kind of like a piston mechanism, but I changed my mind and I decided I'm just going to use a simple cam that pushes the peg up and down. Using the cam is nice because if I want to change the interval or the timing, I can just change the shape of this and it'll change how long his mouth is open, how long it's closed.
Hey, I'm Geralt. Geralt of Rivia.
You remember earlier when I said,
I should have made 2 rails.
but then I was like, these 2 little feet should take care of it? Well... So not only was it off balance, but the dowel wasn't perfectly straight, so it would bind in the center. So I replaced it with 2 aluminum rods, and now it works. Okay, we got both parts together. Let's turn it on and see how it works. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Now, let's build a little castle around it. weird. I found I got the best results if I used my 2 thumbs and like held it weirdly and just barely pushed down, and it would just kind of coat the surface. But if I pushed down too hard, it would spray too much and it would kind of just spread all the particles around. It's weird. But it looks like stone, so yay! This is a flocking gun. And the way it works is you fill up this little chamber with fibers, and as it passes through the mesh screen here, it gets electrically charged. And so when it hits the surface, it stands straight on its end, kind of like static electricity. And so I'm going to use it to make grass. It's done. You know what? Whatever. Come here. Ow! Ouch! Ow! Ow! I guess that's what I get. Ow! Oh my god. Okay, so obviously this is going to take a little bit more practice than I anticipated. But on account of my devastating injury just now, I'm going to take a break before I get back to practice. So while I take a break, you should go check out some of my other videos and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And then I'll see you next time. Bye! Say bye, Geralt!
Bye.
Bye!